Welcome Sagittarius to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 12th of February for the Sun or the Ascendant. Now, it would be a rare Sagittarius who doesn't enjoy a good debate, particularly if it's talking about latest films or music or philosophical or even political matters. That's very much part of your nature. You have an innate ability to see the big picture. But whatever is really exciting you at the moment, the chances are you can be very enthusiastic about sharing that in a bubbly, vivacious way. Mars, the planet of passion, moves into your third house. If you've ever thought of writing, sharing an article, perhaps even a new mode of transport, or learning to drive, perhaps trying out an electric scooter. Mars is about thrust, the third house is about quick moves, but Mars also applies to Pluto. And if you do end up in a discussion, you may find yourself talking about something that suddenly becomes very meaningful to you. The important thing with Mars and Pluto in the third house is it can be to do with battles. But those battles can be constructive to you if you can be very persuasive around a constructive matter which helps people. So, for example, if you're an advocate for someone who's less fortunate. If, however, you try to browbeat someone into your view of a situation, it could all become a little bit difficult. Now, Wednesday, as Mars applies to Pluto, we also have Venus in a beautiful link to Neptune. If you do want to make Valentine's Day special, good food, mood music, candles, and all that good stuff can be a good way to go. But by Friday, it's Venus that's moving into the sign of Aquarius and applying to Pluto. This really is very exciting because someone can be mesmerized by not just your ideas, but your mode of communication. It could be the tone of your voice. Maybe it's some music that you enjoy playing. Maybe it's some music you've written. Maybe it's ideas you have, but something about you can be very compelling. You can come across with a lot of conviction. People realize that what you say is what you mean. They could argue with you. You could get into some heated debates, to be honest, particularly if it's over something where there are real polar opposite opinions being shared. So it is going to be important to decide where you want to put all your energy. But if you do have energy, you want to be more active. You want to move around more. You want to go on some short journeys, download information, just interact with people in a bright, buzzy and bubbly and even social way. This can turn out to be a really upbeat week. It's just on Friday there is a quarter moon. And like last week, it's emphasizing the sign of Taurus. That was with Uranus and your ruler Jupiter last week. This week, it's the moon. So the sixth house is about where you should be dutiful. The third house is where you want to engage with others in quick, bright, and fast-moving ways. So as you come to the end of this week, you may find yourself determined to achieve something. And it's just important that you don't scatter yourself too thinly, that you focus on what's really important, set some priorities, or you could end up the week feeling a little bit on edge. But overall, a very potent week, a very passionate week, a week when you can really express yourself in a way that's not really been easy for a very long time indeed. Thank you so much for watching this sun sign forecast. If you'd like to ascend above this and embrace the power of more serious astrology, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data of time, date and place, or date and place, I'll produce for you your life roadmap report. This will give you searing insights to the patterns that are played out in your life so far and a much more intimate understanding of how you can work with those energies to your advantage. Also, within my special package of 30% off, you'll get your 12-month transit forecast, which interacts with your unique natal birth map, totally individual to you, and you can also get 30% off and your free zodiac, Chinese, Indian, and love forecast for year 2024. Please see the link below.